Assalamu alaikum. I'm doing this on purpose. I just did a video about meanings of the words, and I'm thinking about the reaction that I'll get of criticism of my white hair showing. And interestingly enough, they will criticize that and they won't care about teaching you the meaning of the words. But however, I'm taking my license due to my age. When you get older, you're allowed to lighten up your uh, clothing, your hafif, your heavy clothing, and your restrictions that you have, and you get a license when you're older. So I'm using this license now for two reasons. I want to see how much criticism I'll get when all of this is going on in the world, and they're going to care about my white hair. Yeah. No, wait and see. I know. So here we're going on now to another page of Al Imran to prove some very important points. I think I might just read it and then read the translation for you because there's a time constraint and it's getting late and I want to do another lesson. So we'll go back and forth. My style is I read the Arabic and then I translate it, either using the translation or just doing it myself. So maybe I'll go back and forth so I don't get bored. It's not boring, it's the words of Allah, but sometimes it's good to mix things up in the style that you're looking for. Whatever affects the listener is what I ought to shoot for. Is that a bad? That's what we learned. That's how we learned how to speak English. Yeah, shoot for it. It means go for it. Make it your goal. We'll see. Let me know if you can in the comments which style you prefer. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله ولو آمن أهل الكتاب لكان خيرا لهم منهم المؤمنون وأكثرهم الفاسقون لن يدروكم إلى أذى وإن يقاتلوكم يولوكم الأدبار ثم لا ينصرون ضربت عليهم الذلة أينما ثقفوا إلا بحبل من الله وحبل من الناس فباءوا بغضب من الله وضربت عليهم المسكنة ذلك بأنهم كانوا يكفرون بآيات الله ويقتلون الأنبياء بغير حق ذلك بما عصوا وكانوا يعتدون ليس سواء من أهل الكتاب أمة قائمة يتلون آيات الله أنا ليلي وهم يسجدون يؤمنون بالله واليوم الآخر ويأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن المنكر ويسارعون في الخيرات وأولئك من الصالحين وما يفعلوا من خير فلن يكفروه والله عليم بالمتقين. So I'll just read the translation, all of it, in one shot. That's how we speak. Does that sound wrong? I was just reading about Charlie Kirk and what a good person he really was. And they lied about him. But I think he was a Muslim in his heart. If somebody could have just reached out to him, some man could have just reached out to him. However, no one did. This is my complaint. So we started with Kutiba alaykum al-khayra. Inta khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas. Okay. You are the best nation. It says here, produced. You are the best nation from mankind. I'm not sure I like that translation. Kuntum khayra ummatun ukhrijat linas. Ukhrijat does not mean produced. Ukhrijat means brought forth. You are the best nation, I'm going to use my translation, brought forth for mankind. You enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong and believe in Allah. If only the people of the scripture had believed, it would have been better for them. Among them are believers, but most of them are defiantly disobedient. They will not harm you, except for some annoyance. And if they fight you, they will show you their backs. Then they will not be aided. They have been put under humiliation wherever they are overtaken, except for a rope from Allah and a rope from the people. And they have drawn upon themselves anger from Allah. And they have been put under destruction. They have been put under destitution. Hard life, you know. That is because they disbelieved in the verses of Allah and killed the prophets without right. That is because they disobeyed and transgressed. I told you I'm going to have to make an announcement. I am not going to use the word prophets anymore. Prophets in English means telling the future. I just don't like, I want to say Nabi, Anbiya. It means they send out the information. That's what a Naba is. There's so much that I have to do that may Allah forgive me. They are not all the same, the people of the scripture. It's a community standing, reciting verses of Allah during periods of the night and prostrating. Now you see, here's where we have the issue. I'm going to read you the Arabic and then reread what I just read to you. Laisa sawa'un min ahlil kitab. So why now are they saying the scripture, people of the scripture, when they always say Ahl Kitab means people of the book? There's a reason for this. I'm going to read it in Arabic again so that you can really understand, because this is very important. This is a crutch that I used, 40 years ago when I first started out. But the Arabic is so clear. So I want to just do it maybe better if I do it bit by bit my way. I don't know. Laysa sawa'an min ahlil kitab. Yeah, I'll do it my way. It's not the same, the Ahl Kitab, the people of the book. Ummatun qa'imatun yatluna ayati la ana alayl. So this is important now. I'm going to read what they told you it means. They are not the same among the people of the scripture. There's a community standing, reciting the verses of Allah during periods of the night and prostrating. So this specifically affects me because I know nuns do this. Now, here's my problem. Being a Catholic, ex-Catholic, never believing in the Trinity, but I had nuns. They pray a lot, and they pray all night long, and they wake up to pray many times. But are they reciting the verses of Allah? No. They're reciting their Latin. that they get from the Pope in Rome. So you see, you have to be careful with these things. Nobody wants to clarify it. No, they're not going to clarify it, because then you might not love the Pope in Rome. Am I required to love the Pope in Rome, who walks around with a gigantic cross everywhere he goes and tells people that Allah has a son? Now you begin